Many people say adulting is a scam. When we were young, when we were teenagers, we'd be looking at adults like, hey, do I want to grow up? I want to have my own house, drive my own car. But we forgot about the responsibilities that come with all of that. GRIT, I want to talk about how it is formed and just the steps to develop it in our daily life. Grit is a character trait that people would have. They might say, oh, that person has endurance. And when you say someone has grit, it shows that they have endurance, they are consistent to keep on keeping on for the long haul. Whatever the goal is, they just stay at it. Now, when someone has grit, it doesn't mean they don't feel pressure. It doesn't mean that life is easy. It actually means that they are able to withstand pressure. And you can't say you have grit if you do not have self-control and that you can't make sacrifices. It's going to be hard. You can confirm with me, there are many reasons why people will give up. If you are trying to do anything, there is a possibility that you will experience resistance. You and I don't just want to coast through life. We really want to live. And so we will experience obstacles. And when obstacles come, if you do not have that strength from within, you won't be able to just keep going. Actually, the Bible says in Proverbs, and I'm going to get to it later on, that if we fail or faint on the day of adversity, then it means that our strength is little. That means that when storms come, we should be able to withstand. But many times we're not able to. I'm going to talk about our culture for a little bit, because the culture we're in right now, the soft life culture, everybody wants comfort. And I don't blame you. Life can be hard. You know, you get enough, you're like, if there is a way out where I don't have to sweat and struggle and, you know, I'm just trying to achieve, then please sign me up for the soft life. Do you agree with me that people are like, please, I just want a soft life? But we have to be realistic though, that there's a lot of global pressure. Like if you're looking at the world as a whole, there's a lot of pressure, but there is also internal pressure that is always against that soft life dream that everybody would want. It's almost like I'm trying to live a soft life, but life keeps lifing. How do you do that? So if life keeps lifing while I am trying to live my soft life, take it easy, I'm not trying to achieve too much, I'm not trying to overdo, I'm just trying to be present and live life well. And I should be able to live that and still, you know, keep going. But the pressures of life just makes it impossible. Like, for example, I'm a doc student. Is it a bad thing to get as high as you can in your academic pursuit? It's not supposed to be a bad thing. But the doctoral life, I don't know who would say it's a soft life. I've heard someone say doctoral program was sitting down, Tolu, you went to meet the doctoral program. You're the one that disturbed the doctoral program, so don't complain to us. So it's like you could have decided to just stay with your master's degree and do everything you're doing. Have you ever talked to people and they're like, how are you complaining? Shebi, you are the one that decided that you want this life. You are the one that said you want. So now it's like, can't we just even desire good things without the stress? Well, that's how life is like sometimes. It's almost like, okay, maybe we should not even desire anything, because you desire a little now. It's like adulting. Many people say adulting is a scam. When we were young, we'd be looking at adults like, hey, do I want to grow up? I want to have my own house, drive my own car. But we forgot about the responsibilities that come with all of that. And then now you become an adult, you're like, can I please go back? Can I go back to when I was a teenager, when my parents paid all the bills? I want that life, not this one. But it's not possible. Growth is inevitable. We have to grow. And to grow well, we need grit. We need the ability to stay under pressure. There are different types of pressure that come at us. Financial pressure. The money that used to buy things before is no longer enough. So that financial pressure in itself has a way of affecting people's mental health. It has a way of affecting how people want to deal with life. So somebody that's trying to have a soft life and you have financial pressure, like you don't know where you pay the rent for the next month, you don't know how you pay your children's school fees, how you care for yourself, it becomes hard to just rest, be at ease when the world system is not functioning very well. And if it's not functioning very well, then what can we do about it? And that's why I'm talking about grit, because I want you and me to be able to withstand what life will bring. Life will always bring things that we didn't plan for. And it's not every time you have the luxury of avoiding it. Some of us are very good at quitting. If it's hard, you quit, you go and try something else. You're like, okay, this one didn't work, and I got to a roadblock, so you turn, you go somewhere else. You try, most likely you're going to hit a roadblock too. So we can't always keep jumping and running. We have to be able to set our eyes on a goal and tell ourselves, like, quitting is not an option. I have to keep going on. Sometimes you feel weak. I don't have the strength. I don't have what it takes to stand. But I want to encourage you that you have what it takes. You just have to pay attention to your daily decisions. And you're going to see from our talk that daily decisions matter. You might have heard about stretching. Maybe people talk about there are times life stretches us. It stretches us in different directions, and that can be good. But when it comes to grit, life doesn't just stretch you. To get grit, sometimes life breaks you. So you're like, ooh, you don't want to be broken by life. But for beauty to come out sometimes, we have to be willing to be broken. And I will explain further what I mean. John chapter 12 verse 24 says, unless a seed dies, it remains alone. Sometimes we want self-preservation. Every human wants self-preservation. But we have to think ahead that for multiplication, sometimes we have to die to some things in our lives. And you want to be okay with the fact that what you used to believe in might have to change. You might have to surrender your will. What you thought I can't do, you might have to start learning how to do it. There might be a breaking. In fact, one of the things that we avoid sometimes is emotional distress. As a counselor, I've had to work with people who go through anxiety and depression. And sometimes they think, oh, maybe something is wrong with me. It's a chemical imbalance. And I tell them, well, let's look at your situation right now first. And then when we look at the situation, I'm like, yeah, this situation, it's okay to be depressed because this situation is bad. And you can't go around it. You just have to hold on and know that depression and anxiety is a normal response for what you're going through right now, but it doesn't have to be something that you stay with for the rest of your life.